righty. Oh, we live. All right, hold on a second. Oh, you got to bring it up. All righty, we are live. Let's get to it. It's hard to resist, so I depend on the gift of the Holy Spirit. I'll be sure to get from of eternal life of life, for the strength of this realm. Knowing you let them know I gotta give all that I have. I'm possessing my talent, my time. I'm gracious, and you found me worthy of your love. I've never seen you, but I know you're above. And heaven, I can't wait to see you. Well, yes, I can. I have work to do here. Fulfill your plan. Everything that I do for you. Everything I do. Everything that I do for you. I do. Everything I do for you. Lord God, Jehovah, whatever it's all the same. I only live to praise His name. Everything I do, everything I do. Sometimes it's hard to turn the other cheek. A retaliation is not for me, so I back down knowing one day I'll wear a crown, never wear a frown in God's mansion. Thank you, Jesus, for taking my place on the cross. I can't ever repay you for the pain and loss you suffered. Or afraid to show. When I reach Him, let the knowledge unfurl. Am I saved? I think so. Well, Lord, help me let them grow. Make me bold like St. Paul. I don't want to save one. I want to save them all. Everything I do. Lord, everything I do. I only live to praise your name. Everything I do, Lord, everything I do for you. All that I am, all that I achieve is blessings from you. I believe that you're the Lord of Lords, the host of hosts. I want to spread your name from coast to coast, not the boast, but the host of an unbeliever who are missing out but not receiving your grace. Don't let me get distracted. I'm gonna take some certain items that I don't need, but let me feed on the light and get the knowledge of your word. So I can witness to those who haven't heard. I hear your call. Don't let me fall into the crack. I'm feeding my flesh instead of the something on the head. And Jesus left and made them say, look at God, have no power. Just let the Spirit shower me every hour so I can stay faithful. They don't eat cool words. Escape my lips. Lord, you are the steward of my ship. Everything that I do for you. Everything I do. Everything I do for you. Oh yeah, everything I do. Everything I do for you. Come on and hold me tight. But all you wanna do is fuss, cuss, argue, and fight. See, y'all ain't right. All I wanna do is hold you tight. But all you wanna do is fuss, cuss, argue, and fight. I can't help you out with that, but check this out. Take it easy and take it slow. Welcome to the BD Show. Take it easy and take it slow. Welcome to the Brother Derrick Show. You other YouTubers, y'all straight greasy. Your whack beef videos sound cheesy. Please, somebody release me. Take it easy and take it slow. Welcome to the BD Show. Take it easy and take it slow. Welcome to the Brother Derrick Show. I ain't stressing, I'm here to teach a lesson. Hey, the driver. I ain't stressing, I'm here to teach a lesson. I ain't stressing, I'm here to teach a lesson. Keeping you other YouTubers out there guessing. So take it easy and take it slow. Welcome to the BD Show. Take it easy and take it slow. Welcome to the Brother Derrick Show. You other YouTubers, y'all straight greasy. Your whack beef videos sound cheesy. Please, somebody call Jeezy. Take it easy and take it slow. Welcome to the BD Show. Take it easy and take it slow. Welcome to the Brother Derrick Show. Hold me tight. Hey, don't turn off the light. Hold me tight. Hey, don't turn off the light. Bring that beat back. Hold me tight. Hey, don't turn off the light. Don't turn off the light. But take it easy and take it slow. Welcome to the BD Show. Take it easy and take it slow. Welcome to the Brother Derrick Show. You other YouTubers, y'all straight greasy. Your whack beef videos sound cheesy. Please, somebody release me. Take it easy and take it slow. Welcome to the BD Show. Take it easy and take it slow. Welcome to the Brother Derrick Show. Hold me tight. Hey, don't turn off the light. Hold me tight. Hey, don't turn off the light. Don't turn off the light. Take it easy and take it slow. Welcome to the BD Show. Take it easy and take it slow. Welcome to the Master King, BROTHA Show. Alrighty, y'all. Welcome to the show. A little late starting as usual, because you know me, I got to put some animations together outside the last minute. So I hope that y'all enjoy the animation that's on your screen. Now, Liz asked last night, how come we don't play Family Feud anymore? Y'all don't want to play it. Don't put it on me. Hey, Liz, came right on cue. So, y'all want to play some Christmas Family Feud? We can. Also, I want to follow up on what we talked about yesterday. When we went and we played Young Pharaoh's video, and I was able to shut him down in a couple minutes. But there's a question. Who is John? We know he got the best gospel in the Bible, or the four. We know it. But who was he? You'd be surprised to know that the little boy that Pharaoh was trying to make fun of, saying that he was Jesus' sex slave, this might have been the smartest of the 12 disciples. Why do I say that? He's the only one of the 12 that died of natural causes. All the rest of them died in the name of Jesus. He's the only one that lived his life out. He also wrote more books than any of the apostles. I think James has a book or two. Luke wrote a gospel and Luke wrote Acts. But John wrote his gospel, and he got John 1, John 2, John 3, and Revelations. I believe Jesus only really trusted 3 of the disciples. And these 3 were the foundation of the faith that we call Christianity. And why do we sit there and let people like young Pharaoh make fun of our faith? And y'all sat over there in that chat and danced along with him and acted a total goddamn fool. That shows how much work we have to do to get these people in line. Now, we proved that John referred to himself as Jesus' favorite disciple. He was the one tagging along, writing everything down. He always made sure that he sat near Jesus so that he could get as much information as he could. And it must have worked because he's the only one that died a natural death. He's got more stuff in the New Testament than any of the 12 disciples. He was trusted to pen Revelations. So how could the people in young Pharaoh's chat sit there and let him besmirch this great human being? We're going to take a look at who John was. And if y'all want to, we can play Family Feud. So let me check my chat. And we'll get started. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Hey, the driver. Hey, Naya. Hey, Liz. Go ahead and make y'all jokes. We only paid $5 for this. Go ahead and make your jokes. It's only for one night. Y'all know we almost didn't get this. The mail came at 10:30. It usually comes between 12:30 and 3. I go out there. And the pen was there. And I'm going to tell you something. This does not look like the pen that was in the picture. I ain't mad, but God darn. Anybody want to know why we got the belt? I had a feeling. I didn't know it was going to be that small. That thing looked huge. I thought it was going to be like this big. But it's cute. It's basically the same thing on my shoulder, except it don't have the NWO on it. Exact same thing. So I ain't mad. But that was there. This wasn't. This didn't come till about 40 minutes ago. I've been ready to go live. So what do y'all think? Since we're gonna be talking about John and he's a Roman. You just noticed it. So since it's a Roman crown, and we're gonna be talking about John, and that was the time when the Romans were at the height of the Roman Empire. So it all fits together. Now don't worry, because I can't wait till tomorrow. I don't know what this thing gonna look like. But it's gonna be fun to find out. So, do I look as goofy as I did with the other one? Anyway, let's get to it. Let me drop the animation. And let's go in here. Now, we dropped down to 720, so we shouldn't have no cutoff problems unless we get the router. I can't do nothing about that. All right, we got 3 things here. Which one is first? That's the question. Which one is first? All right, this is the first one that popped up. It's called The History of John the Disciple of Jesus. Question: what is the history of John the Disciple? Answer: to learn the history of John the Disciple of Jesus, we begin with his life before he met Jesus. John, his brother James, Peter, and Andrew were all partners in the fishing business before they became disciples of Jesus. I want to stop for a second because this is confusing. And you got to understand it or you'll be confused. John and James were the sons of Zebedee, but Jesus had a brother named James. The James that's related to John was a disciple. He ain't do much. But Jesus' brother, James, John, and Simon Peter. And let's not get that mixed up because there's a Simon that's also a disciple. And so you have to not, Jesus called this Simon Peter. So he's known as Simon Peter or just Peter. Don't get them mixed up. The other Simon didn't do nothing. He was just there. You gotta realize some of them people were just there for the ride. I mean, you got a man that's doing miracles, walking on water, feeding thousands out of 2 pieces of fish. I mean, people are just gonna hang around. You know, in any entourage, you got people that are just there for the ride. And a lot of those disciples were just there for the ride. But the 3 ones that you should remember: James, the brother of Jesus, John, and Peter. Believe it or not, Jesus' brother James has a gospel. Maybe I'll try to find it one day. But it wasn't included in the King James versions of the Bible. Maybe one day we'll study it. So let's get back into it. John, his brother James, Peter, and Andrew were all partners in the fishing business before they became disciples of Jesus. John was the son of Zebedee, who was also a fisherman in Galilee. John's mother's name was Salome, and some say that Salome was the sister of Jesus' mother Mary. So some people say that Salome, John's mother, was the sister of Jesus' mother Mary. John owned a home in Jerusalem shortly before the destruction by the Romans in 70 AD. John moved to Ephesus. John pastored a church in Ephesus. He communicated with other churches in the area as stated in the book of Revelation. He advised and counseled many people who would later become believers in Jesus Christ as the Son of God. By order of the Roman Emperor Domitian, John was exiled to the island Patmos. He's also known as John of Patmos. Domitian ordered his exile because he saw John as a threat to his rule. However, his popularity and influence in the Christian community continued through correspondence with all the churches. John wrote the book of Revelation during his exile. When he was released from exile, he returned to Ephesus. John founded and built churches all through Asia until he was old and died the 68th year after our Lord's passion peacefully in Ephesus. So I'm assuming they mean he died 68 years after Jesus was crucified on the cross. So I believe he was already, I think he was 14. It is said that he constantly repeated the phrase, "Little children love one another." He did that because he believed it was the Lord's most important commandment. For everybody to love each other. All right. That was our first look. Let's look at the second one. Like I said, I don't read these, so I'm reading them just like y'all is. I don't read them in advance. I don't want to have an opinion. St. John the Apostle, also called St. John the Evangelist or St. John the Divine, flourished 1st century CE. In Christian tradition, an apostle of Jesus and the author of 3 letters, the 4th gospel, and possibly the revelation to John in the New Testament, he played a leading role in the early church at Jerusalem. John was the son of Zebedee, a Galilean fisherman, and Salome. John and his brother, St. James, were among the first disciples called by Jesus. In the Gospel according to Mark, he is always mentioned after James and was no doubt the younger brother. His mother was among those women who ministered to the circle of disciples. James and John were called Boanerges, or sons of thunder, by Jesus, perhaps because of some character trait, such as the zeal exemplified in Mark 9:38 and Luke 9:54. When John and James wanted to call down fire from heaven to punish the Samaritan town that did not accept Jesus, John and his brother, together with St. Peter, formed an inner nucleus of intimate disciples. In the 4th gospel, ascribed by very early tradition to John, and known formally as the Gospel according to John, the sons of Zebedee are mentioned only once as being at the shores of the Sea of Tiberias when the risen Lord appeared. Whether the disciple who Jesus loved, and they got this who is never named, mentioned in his gospel, is to be identified with John, also not named. It is not clear from the text. We already know he talking about himself. When he keeps saying that he's Jesus' favorite disciple, he's saying that about himself. John's authoritative position in the church after the resurrection is shown by his visit with St. Peter to Samaria to lay hands on the new converts there. It is to Peter, James, not the brother of John. All right, I love it. It is to Peter, James, not the brother of John, but the brother of Jesus and John, that St. Paul successfully submitted his conversion and mission for recognition. Now, y'all know that the majority of the New Testament was written by St. Paul. Paul used to be Saul. He was a Greek officer, and he actually killed a lot of early Christians, a lot of them. And Jesus pulled him up one day and blinded him and told him, I want you to work for me. The same way I told y'all about how he told Peter, take care of my sheep, I want you to work for me. He told St. Paul the same thing. So, when St. Paul, a man who they were scared of, who was killing everybody, he came to John and Peter and said, I seen the light and I want to work on building this faith in this church. So that shows you the power and the position that John had. What position John held in the controversy concerning the admission of the Gentiles to the church is not known. The evidence is insufficient for a theory that the Jahan school was anti-Pauline, example, opposed to granting Gentiles membership in the church. John's subsequent history is obscure and passes into the uncertain mist of legend. At the end of the 2nd century, Polycrates, bishop of Ephesus, claims that John too is at Ephesus, identifies him with the beloved disciple, and adds that he was a priest wearing the sacerdotal plate, both martyr and teacher. That John died in Ephesus is also stated by St. Irenaeus, bishop of Lyon, c. 180 CE, who says John wrote his gospels and letters at Ephesus and Revelation at Patmos. During the 3rd century, 2 rival sites at Ephesians claimed the honor of being the apostles' grave. One eventually achieved official recognition, becoming a shrine in the 4th century. In the 6th century, the healing dust from John's tomb was famous. It is mentioned by the Frankish historian St. Gregory of Tours. At this time also, the Church of Ephesus claimed to possess the autograph of the 4th gospel. Legends were also active in the West, especially stimulated by the passage of Mark 10:39 with its hints of John's martyrdom. Tertullian, the 2nd century North African theologian, reports that John was plunged into boiling oil, from which he miraculously escaped unscathed. During the 7th century, this scene was portrayed in the Lateran Basilica and located in Rome by the Latin Gate, and the miracle is still celebrated in some traditions. In the original form of the apocryphal Acts of John, second half of the 2nd century, The apostle dies, but in later traditions he is assumed to have ascended to heaven like Enoch and Elijah. The work was condemned as a Gnostic heresy in 787 CE. Another popular tradition known to St. Augustine, declared that the earth over John's grave heaved as if the apostle was still breathing. The legends that contribute most to the medieval iconography are mainly derived from the apocryphal Acts of John. These acts are also the source of the notion that John became a disciple as a very young man. The young beardless type as early as in the 4th century. I'm getting bored. I'm getting bored. All right. All right, enough. He was a great man. Man. Let me check my chat here. So we've been looking here. I haven't heard any evidence of this man being homosexual. Have anybody else? We haven't heard anything along them lines. So I don't know what that young man was thinking when he did that show the other day. I don't know what he was thinking. So how's everybody doing tonight? This can't be correct. There ain't nobody watching? It was that boring? Oh, okay. Hey, it said 0. Now it said 3, then it said 0. Now it says 5. I'm not going to pay that any mind. Everybody that's here, type something in the chat. It says we got 5 watching. I see the driver, Naya, and Liz. So, Liz says she's in the middle of something. She'll be right back. So, we look and we understand this man did great things. This man not only wrote the most informative gospel, he also was trusted to write revelations. His words that he penned are still to this day read by everyone and gives hope and power to everyone. John 3:16 is one of the most famous quotes from the Bible. Almost everybody knows John 3:16. Anybody that watches professional wrestling knows Steve Austin used 3:16 as his catchphrase and made millions of dollars. The only person more popular Then the Stone Cold was The Rock. The Rock, Hulk Hogan, and Stone Cold are the most successful WWF wrestlers, most popular ever. And Stone Cold was able to use that passage from the scripture of John and became a superstar. Literally became a superstar. So if we don't have enough people for the family feud, we need at least 6. Let's say she'll be right back. So we only got the driver and Naya in the chat, and the driver hasn't said anything in a while. So while we got this pass, there been any news? We on the big channel. We gotta keep it clean. Where are you at, Tony? Tony left a comment under the video talking about he's upset that he missed the topic of the Holy Bible versus the Quran. It was his idea. He mentioned it, and I jumped right on it. And I was hoping that he would be here to lead us through it. And those of y'all that watched know that a troll came in here and said that he was in another YouTuber's chat. Is it true? I don't know. But I did the best I could. I don't know nothing about it. I did the best I could with it. But it would have been nice to have somebody from that faith that could have took those words that we were reading and broke them down so that everybody could understand what was going on. It would have been nice. I don't know if y'all noticed, but by me having so many channels, some of these channels are sub to people who I don't watch. But I'll get notifications, and I'll just see the titles of their shows. And they all seem to be the same thing. And I want to know, how can somebody do shows on the same things 2-3 times a day and nobody get tired of it? Somebody explain. You got somebody named U.S.A. something. This dude make 2 or 3 videos a day, and they all about black women. And people sit there and listen to this man say the same crap every day. You got another guy called The Angry Man. He come on and whine about black women every day. So are they trying to copy Tommy Sotomayor? Every show, black women this, black women that. I saw a title today that said, "Why black men that's with white women angry?" So you trying to tell me the people sat over there and actually discussed this topic? With all the problems we got in the world, y'all are over there talking about black men that's dating white women are angry. Really? That was the best. Yeah, but I'm just saying, what the hell, man? Who the heck can sit there I understand that ratchet black women are trifling. They make poor decisions. They raising these men to be feminine and not have any logic. I understand that. But why we not trying to talk about how to change them? Why we just keep picking on them? How does picking on them make anything better? If I keep telling you you suck, and I don't suggest ways for you to get better, how does that make the situation better? You're just going to continue to suck. Somebody tell me I'm lying. If I keep telling you that you can't play baseball, and you go out there and you strike out every time you at bat, and instead of me saying, well, look, let me come out here and show you you're not standing right, your swing is wrong, you're not judging the pitches as they come to you, that will be helping you get better. But if I just, man, you suck. God damn, man, you suck. I'm not watching you no more. You suck. How does me telling you you suck make you better? How does me whining and complaining about what you're doing, how does that make you better? How is that going to make you want to improve yourself? After a while, you're going to be like, yeah, I do suck. Okay. Yeah, it's my fault. Yeah, it's my fault. Yep, Yep. The black community ain't nothing, it's my fault, but oh well. That causes a depression to set in. So you already got people that's downtrodden. They know they ruining the community. Grand Poobah says he's had feuds with Tommy and countless others. He continues, you have an excellent point, Bro Darrow. He said, build these women up instead of beating them down. Right. I can give you an example, Grand Poobah. I have a video up, I believe it's on this channel. Well, I went to the store and I was talking to a young lady and she had 3 kids with her and one on her daggone hip. And I don't think she was 20. And she asked me how many kids did I have. I told her I ain't have none. She said, what the F are you waiting for? I said, a good woman. Yeah. You ain't getting no younger. You need to go ahead and get your children now. I said, that's not how we were created to be. You supposed to get yourself together. You supposed to get your education. Get you a nice job. Get you a car. Get you a house. Put money in the bank. Then start looking for a good mate. What? Ain't nobody got time for all that. Okay. But I asked her, are you married? No. Are you engaged? No. Have you ever been engaged? No. Are all 4 of these kids yours? Yes. Did you graduate college? College? I ain't even graduate high school. Well, honey, now you running backwards. You still young. You got to find somebody to watch these kids while you go to school and get you an education. Get you a good job. And you got to do this while you juggling these 4 kids. You got to get you a place where all these kids got their own rooms. Then start looking for a husband that's going to take you and your kids. That girl looking at me, I was crazy. And that's the problem. They don't think they're worthy. Anybody that's willing to show them some attention, anybody that's willing to get them some clothes, or get them some makeup, or get them some fake hair, or take them to the movies, or buy them some weed, or buy them some drink. That's what they're looking for. They're not looking for a man that want to be with them. They don't want nobody else to be with them. They want to take care of them. They're not looking for that. They don't expect it. They don't think they're worthy of it. They're just trying to get whatever they can get at the moment. And then when they get older, don't nobody want them. These women are angry. And that's why they keep changing how they look. And keep putting makeup on, pounds of it. Trying to look like somebody else, hoping somebody will say, well, you know, maybe I'll take a chance on her. So if y'all like to talk about things, then let's talk about that. Making fun of them is not going to make the world better. And you can't brush them under the rug. Because a lot of them are in customer service. Now you can be like me and order stuff online, and that way you ain't got to go in no store. Y'all notice I only go to the pharmacy, and I go to the pharmacy, and I go to the market. I don't go. You see what happened like when we went to the Wendy's. I don't go in the regular stores because I know I'm going to have to deal with one of these women. They're depressed, they angry, they want to lash out at the world. Nobody taught them how to do the right thing, and so they're going to take it out on everybody else. If it's cool to sneak a young man in your parents' house, in your room, how do we make it cool for a young lady to say, if you want some of this nookie, you got to marry me? Okay, why was your message deleted, Grand Poobah? Anyway, not gonna fool with that. Let's get back to the story. How does sitting around complaining about what's wrong, how does that fix the problem? We know what the problem is. Why are we not working on a solution? We know what the problem is. Why are we not working toward a solution? Is all I'm saying. We know what the problem is. So why aren't these guys that got bigger platforms, why aren't they talking about solutions? You know why? Because won't nobody watch. That's why. Won't nobody watch. Same reason why we only got 5 people here. Now, we was calling them all kinds of names and moaning and groaning. It'd be a whole bunch of people over here moaning and groaning too. Nobody never want to work for a solution. Everybody just want to sit back and complain. Yeah, and you know what? And they do that too. And you know what? Everybody want to sit back and complain. Nobody want to help. Why is that? If somebody say, let's try to come up with solutions, won't nobody come. But if you say, hey, let me show you this story about the woman that cooked the child in the oven. Let me show you this woman where she tried to drown her children and the white folks drug her and the children out the water. Y'all come run for that. Yeah. Let me tell you about how they rioting and they in there in the daggone weed store getting weed. They got the flood and ain't got no water and ain't got no food, but they ain't broke into the damn weave store and they in there getting wet weave, trying to dry it out and put it on their head. Y'all come watch that. Y'all are breaking that. Oh, really? Oh, let me check this out. Hey, they doing what? Oh, man. Y'all will break y'all neck for that. When somebody say, how can we make these young ladies feel confident and be proud and use what God gave them to maximize and excel it instead of trying to hide it and cover it up with something else? How do you tell a young lady that has somebody that really wants to be with them, but because they don't have no swag, because they not known as a thug, they don't want a regular guy. Their girlfriends are not going to be impressed when they come around them with a regular guy. What's a regular guy? A guy that does what he's supposed to do. That guy is boring. He's no fun. There's no excitement. There's no chance he gonna get beat up by the cops. Naya said that is what the men folk want from them. What men you talking about? The men they raised? A real man don't want no woman with a bunch of goddamn tattoos. A real man don't want no woman that can beat him up. A real man don't want no woman that he can't take nowhere because she embarrassed the hell out of him. Who made that cool? It wasn't the men. It was the damn women. If somebody opened up a nightclub, they don't say the men coming free. They say the women coming free. Well, how they make money? Well, if the women come in for free, the men know that they cheap and broke, and they can get some free action. So the men will come pay, and that's how they make their money. But those men that's coming for them low down women, that's not the kind of man that's going to raise a family and be married for 40 or 50 years. That's a man that's looking for a cheap roll in the hay. So why would a woman want to lower herself and let herself be used and tossed away instead of dating a man that work hard and to come home to her every day? And yeah, life might not be as exciting. The police might not be coming to look for them. They might not be ducking no gunshots. He might not be out there beating people up. To them, that's exciting. Who made it that way? The men didn't make it that way. I gave you a good example of how the women set the stage. You let the women in for free, and you hope the men come paid so they can see the women. So if the men are doing things to get the women, why ain't the women making the men do the right things to get them? Why are they allowing them to get them crumbs? Why are they allowing men to get them crumbs? Men dress up a certain way because it's what the women look for. They say a woman look at your shoes. You ain't got the right shoes on, you ain't getting time of day. They say the woman look at your pants. You ain't got no name brand on, woman ain't even gonna look at you. When I was growing up, you had to have a watch on. You ain't had no watch on, woman wouldn't deal with you. You ain't got no watch on, you ain't got no place to be. You ain't got nothing on the ball. Didn't matter if you had fonts in your mouth. Didn't matter if you had a gold chain around your neck. You ain't had no watch on. That tell a woman you ain't worried about the time. That means you ain't worried about nothing. So why should they fool with you? You ain't got nothing on the ball. Now, oh, it's wintertime. He ain't got no Timberlands on. He ain't got no Rockwells. I can't deal with you. You looking at material stuff. There are so many young men that's in college right now doing the right thing. Can't get a woman to pay them a bit of mind. Soon as they get out of college and get a job, and they got that pretty car, all of a sudden, hey. And then they get mad when the guys don't want to deal with them. You have to put work in to get something. If you try to get something for nothing, what you get ain't worth keeping. So the ladies don't want to put no effort in themselves to get them a good man. So what kind of men do they wind up with? And for those of y'all who say I'm talking crap, I spent the past 25 years of my life listening. I spent the last 25 years of my life listening to women tell me yeah, I'm 400 pounds, but I'm sexy. I'm 400 pounds, but I'm hot. I'm a dime piece. I'm a queen. You should be lucky. Over the past 25 years, they've convinced their sons of that. But they can't convince a real man of that. And that's why they can't pull him. If you really feel that women of other races are taking your men, why don't you try to do what those other women are doing instead of trying to look like them? Somebody talk to me. Why don't you try doing what some of those other women are doing that you claim are taking the good men? Why don't you try to be like them? But you don't want to put that work in because they work. But you think that if you put that hair on your head, you think that's going to make somebody want you. If a man wants a woman with blonde hair and blue eyes, why is he going to settle for a woman with fake blonde hair and with blue contact lenses in the eye? If you want if that's what you want, you're going to get what you want. That man doesn't want you. But you're going to try to shove yourself down his throat. What are you talking about? I got the hair. I got the contacts in. It's the same thing. That's not what he wants. Why do you want to force somebody who don't want you to be with you? He like women with big butts, so I'm going to get me some butt injections. I'm going to teach my son to love women like me no matter what. You couldn't get married to save your life, but you're going to teach your son to go after a woman nobody won't marry. Where's the logic in that? When I was growing up, saying you had a baby father was an embarrassment. They say it with pride. Yeah, that's my baby father. That's him right there. I love me there. My baby father. What happened to you? That's my husband. That's my baby father. And that's my baby father. And that's my baby father over there too. And they say it with pride. One day when y'all ain't got nothing to do, go down to the local mall. Go to a place where they sell children's clothes. Go to a place where they sell children's shoes. Go to a place where they sell baby shoes. You'll see young girls in there. Yeah, I'm going to get him that. I'm going to get him that jumpsuit. And I'm going to get him them Jordans. Why the heck a baby that can't even walk need Jordans on? Look and see what our priorities are. And I'm going to get him, yeah, that's that old Run DMC jumpsuit. My baby going to have on the Run DMC jumpsuit. And I'm going to give him a little chain to go with it. You sitting there trying to dress a baby up. Instead of worrying about having the baby having a father that's going to be there. Instead of worrying about having a husband. Instead of planning for his education. You more concerned. Yeah. Ooh, they got baby Timberlands. Let me get the baby. Well, damn. That's going to take up most of my check. I don't care. Let's get the Timberlands. My baby going to be the only one that has some Timberlands on. Baby going to have Timberlands on and going to be crying for the formula. You ain't going to have the money because you spent it on the Timberlands. So now you got to go sell yourself to get some money to get the baby some formula and diapers because you spent it on some daggone clothes. But we supposed to listen to your judgment. We supposed to let you decide what's it. We supposed to let you decide how things should go. The driver says, BD, when I was young, if a woman had a child at a wedlock, all of a sudden she had a sister or a brother. Uh-oh. Are we getting flagged? We on band 2 doing 75, so it ain't that. And we green. So what's going on here? Nobody not flagging us. Why? Do a refresh. Oh, Lord, I didn't want that. I got it. Good, well, I didn't want that. If they're gonna still do that to us, we can go back to doing 2K then. Seriously. Because I'm talking, we not running anything. So why are we getting throttled? We not running no animations. We not doing anything. Why am I being throttled by the phone company? As long as I pay my money, they got to put this data out. We using too much of it, too bad. Unlimited mean unlimited. Deal with it. One day we'll have Wi-Fi again, but till then, this is what we rocking with. We're gonna make it work. But like I was saying, when what's on your baby's feet is more important than his father. When having hoop earrings in your name, with your name on them, is more important than who your baby father is. How are you ever going to succeed? When you tell your son, you're going to be sorry just like your father is. You make this child feel like he need to go out there and do something. He need to do something that you didn't do. He feel he got to provide for the family. I don't know if y'all saw it. It was the saddest thing. Little boy on America's Got Talent or whatever. They asked him, why was he there? So young. I'm hoping to get famous so I can provide for my mother and my little sisters and brothers. Boy, what number 7 years old? Why is a 7-year-old boy worrying about taking care of his mother and his smaller siblings? Why? He should be thinking about playing with G.I. Joe men. He got the weight on the world on his shoulders. Because his mother's priorities is mixed up. You got so many young men out here doing all kinds of things. I can't wait till I'm old enough to be a lookout so I can start helping the family out. I don't know if y'all remember. Whoever heard of BDP? Anybody remember KRS-One? He had a song, Love Gonna Get You. He was talking about him and his brother had to share 3 pairs of pants. How his sister never got to go on a date nowhere because she ain't had no clothes. How they had beans and rice. Then he said he met this man named Rob. He gave him $200 for a quick delivery. He did it once. He did it twice. Now it's steak with the beans and rice. My sister got gear. Now the young men are taking her somewhere. We got a 50-inch TV. Why is a teenager providing stuff that the parents are supposed to provide? Why is a young man worried about taking care of his mother? That's not his job. He didn't bring them into the world. The parents brought him into the world. Why he got to worry about taking care of the damn parents? Why does a young man have that much weight on his shoulders? The mother didn't do the responsible thing, but she's going to put it on her child. Those of y'all that saw The Wire. Mother told the young boy, you messing up. We need that money. I got you in a good position and you messing up. You right, this rival, son equal husband. The son is the husband. Because the women can't find a husband. There was a football player that got signed. He got drafted and signed. And they asked him what he gonna do. He said, I'm gonna buy my mother a house. That's not his job. Where's the father at? That's his job. But the women are not holding the fathers responsible. They holding the sons responsible. I guarantee you, when Peyton Manning and Eli got their contracts, their first thought wasn't, well, I need to go buy my mother a house. Because their father had bought their mother a house. Why the hell does he gotta buy her one? That's not his job. He should be trying to get his own family together. Instead, he gotta take care of the family he's brought up in. I gotta make sure my mother good before I can even take care of myself. She supposed to take care of you. You ain't supposed to be worried about taking care of her. There was a woman when her son got drafted into the NBA. She gave that man a bill for $1 million saying, this is what you owe me for raising you. What? He didn't ask you to bring him into the world. But I guarantee you this. I guarantee you, she can't tell you one football play or NBA play. I guarantee you she couldn't dunk to save her life. I guarantee you she couldn't hit a 3-point shot. She couldn't take the basketball out of a damn 4-year-old hand. But she won $1 million. She ain't had nothing to do with that boy other than having him. It took other men, coaches, counselors. That's what got him there, not her. My mother used to always tell us, don't ask me for anything. Wait and see what I give you. And if it's not enough, then ask for more. If what I give you ain't enough, then ask for more. But don't ask me for nothing. You got a man in the house. You got clothes on your back. You got everything you need for school. You got your own TV to watch. You want to ask me for something, ask me for something you really need. Don't ask me for nothing stupid. Now, we had a trip to Hershey Park or somewhere, and she said, here's $20. You can come back and say, look, it costs $14 to go. They only leave me with $6. Can I get another 10? Granted. But if you come at her, yeah, I'm going to Hershey Park. School going on a trip, you know. I need $30. She gonna look at you like you're crazy. And that old, well, you know your friend's son going too. And his mother gave him $50. She gonna say, well, go ask her for $50 too. She wouldn't let you play her. That old playing one parent against the other, it wouldn't work. It worked today. Oh, what she did? She gave him 50, but here's 70, and tell her to kiss my butt. That's exactly what they would do nowadays. The driver says BD, they did an interview with Trick Daddy, and he said he was forced to sell drugs. His mom had 11 kids, they were hungry. He did time in prison just to help his mom. That's what I'm saying. Why do you gotta help your mother? You supposed to bring a child into the world and give it what it needs. Why the child feel it got to help you? Now y'all know that if I went and spent time in bigger YouTuber chats, there more people will come over here. But I don't want people to come over here just because I went in somebody's chat and begged them. Yeah, it's hard to see your siblings hungry, but the fact of the matter is, why did he feel the obligation? That's not his responsibility. Did the other 11 children sell drugs? What kind of woman would have 11 kids and can't take care of them? Somebody that's selfish. Somebody that ain't got no self-worth. This is what they need to be talking about instead of talking about. Let's find out the reason why. Why should a young man feel that he has to step up and be his mother's husband? Not be a child. I got to be a man. A lot of these children don't have no childhood. You roll by and shake your head and say, what these young men doing out here on the corner? They taking care of the family. That's what they doing. They all had different daddies. Dad was he a drug addict? Just don't understand how come a woman meet a man, get a little bit of chemistry, her legs open right up. Don't understand it. Legs open right up. I wrote in a song years ago. It's easier to get in between them thighs than it is to get a Happy Meal with some fries. They think that little of themselves. You willing to throw your life away because some guy who you think is so cool, even though he already got 2 or 3 other baby mamas and ain't doing shit for the children that he already created. Why would you have a child with that same person and think he gonna take care of your child? Let's talk about it, y'all. These are the real issues. Why is it so hard for young ladies to make a man respect them? Let's cut right to the chase. As I said before, the reason why they have ladies' night is because they know if the ladies are there, the men will come and the men will spend money. So obviously, the ladies set the standard. But the ladies are not setting the standard. If a lady said, if you want to take me out, you got to take me out someplace nice. If the lady said, you got to have a job. If a lady said, you got to have a job in the car and take me someplace nice. If a lady said, you got to have your own crib. Because I ain't sneaking you in my room and I ain't sneaking in your mama's house. If the man wanted the lady, guess what he did? Those things. That is the power of the female. Naya said it's always saddening to see a kid forced to become the breadwinner. That's because the women are not forcing the men. How is it cool for a man to have no job, no future, no opportunity, and yet get the best women? Explain that. Anybody? Explain. How many times y'all see some large woman with some average looking guy sitting in the front seat of her car? And the dude, everything the dude got, the woman paid for. But that's the ones that got their own. What about the women that ain't got nothing? Who are they going to attract? If the ones that got their own can only get a Pookie and a Ray Ray, what are the ones that ain't doing nothing going to get? How can you make a man be a father to his children? Number one, you pick a man that's willing to marry you. Number one, if he only marry you to have sex with you and he get tired of you, he can't just leave. He got to get a divorce. There got to be a child support decree automatically. Man gonna know if I leave, I got to pay alimony and child support and lose half of what I got. You never heard that phrase, it's cheaper to keep her? That's where it come from. But when you sit there and lay up with somebody and have a baby, and it's all good until it's time to start paying some bills and the man roll out, then what you gonna do? Man gonna be going around, I owe all this child support, I can't even get a driver's license. You think he gonna come around and take care of that child? If you're a woman right now and you dating a man that was raised by a single female, first thing you need to do is find a good church with some counseling. And you need to drag him every week. Let him be around men that's handling their business and let him learn. If you got a young son and you know your baby father ain't worth 2 pieces of dookie, you should be taking that son to the Boy Scouts. You should be taking him to karate. You should be taking him to Little League and let him see and be around men that do what they supposed to do, so that he can grow up and know what's expected of him. To know that he more than a baby maker. He's the baby maker and a caretaker. Take care of what you make. Not have him sit around a bunch of women that's hinting and heckling. Yeah, he's sorry, man. He ain't doing nothing. Hey, Junior, what you looking at? You gonna be just like him, and you gonna be a sorry bastard too. No, I'm not. I'm gonna take care of my kids. No, you won't. You're gonna be sorry just like your daddy was sorry. And what's gonna happen? Junior gonna grow up and be sorry. Been told that from day one. You ain't nothing. You ain't gonna be nothing. How you make a man be a father to his children? You should pick a man that want to be a father. Why would you have a baby with somebody that's a Rolling Stone? I believe a lot of men get feminized. Because I really do believe that a lot of men are around a lot of women when they're young. Because the women can't keep a man. Only time they come by when they want some nookie. So who she got over the house? Women. When she go out, who they out with? Women. She socializing. Who she socializing with? Women. The majority of them, as soon as a man get off, he gone. All right, I'll see you next time. Hey, where you going? Man, I'm going out. I really do believe that a lot of some of these young boys are being raised around nothing but a bunch of women and they're getting feminized. I really believe a lot of them grow up hating the fact that they are male. And I think some of them do wish they was female. Because they've been told the men ain't nothing. And when they walk outside, they see them hanging out on the corner and getting drunk and being belligerent and acting a damn fool. Getting beat up by the police. Some of them boys don't want to be men. I can't say it on this channel, but I told you it's a famous YouTuber that I think secretly wants to be a woman. I won't say it because I don't want to get flagged. But y'all know who I'm talking about. We got to teach our young ladies to value themselves. And we got to teach our young men for the women to get the check, the free housing, the free health care, there's two things she needs. First thing, she got to have a child. In order to have a child, you must do what? You must have a man to give you a child. So the women don't run the situation like they think they do, because if the men started saying, I'm not having sex till I get married, the women don't have nothing to bother with. Talk to me, y'all. If you can get the man, you can get all these young men to say, I'm not having sex till I get married. And you're going to be my wife, and you actually are going to be a woman. You're not going to be no lazy ratchet sitting around watching soap operas all day and on the phone and online texting. You actually going to be a woman. The whole game changed. The problem is, we letting the women dictate. I don't know what society. Somebody tell me, what society has the women running everything? Somebody find it. I'm listening. Name one society where the women run everything. I'm just asking. Name a successful society where the women run everything. Name a society where the women are doing construction things, the women running everything. Show me one country. And I'll show you a country that ain't worth two pieces of dookie. Show me a place where the women run everything and everything is great. I'm listening. Anybody in the chat? Name a place where the women run everything and everything is great. I'm waiting. I ain't gonna wait long, because you ain't gonna find one. Women don't build nothing, they tear it down. Or they parasite on it. They don't build nothing. So why are we letting them run the community when they don't create nothing? Mothers are the head of the household is the biggest crime in humanity. Take your penis back. Keep it in your trousers. They got nothing to work with. Because you got women, you know, I got to get that weave. I'm going to get that, the one that got the, you know, the blonde in it. And I'm going to get some eyelashes, and I'm going to get my nails done. I'm going to get my makeup done. And they're doing all this to attract you. That's their work. They think that's all they got to do. And, you know, I'm going to go twerk, and somebody going to pick me up. That's not how you get a man. That's how you get a booty call. That's not how you get a man. Hey, what's going on, Tony? You missed it. I played with yesterday. I played with Young Pharaoh. Said about John and Jesus being homosexual or whatever, and we shot down what he said, and then we started the show off talking about John. I didn't know how influential that man was. And then I brought up I keep getting these notifications from these other male YouTubers, and they all keep saying the same thing. Black women this, black women that. How do you deal with the black women? How do you get over on them? Yeah, he said that. Wait a minute, I got the link. Hold on. I can't play it on this channel, but I got the link. Hold on a sec. Let me back the screen for a second. Remind me to unblock it, y'all. All right. Oops. There you go. There's the link. Yeah, I did. It's on yesterday's show. I did. Somebody sent me that link, and yeah. Like I said, I could have went in, but I said let's get some watch hours, and Liz wanted to play Family Feud, so I figure we'll come on the big channel. But if we was on one of the other channels, I could go in, but yeah. But there's the link for anybody that didn't see it. That's a daggone shame. When you ain't got nothing to talk about with all the things wrong in the world, that you gotta sit there and try to say that Jesus Christ was a homosexual. But that's how you know somebody that was raised by a damn woman. What really makes him look stupid is he obviously don't watch me. If you watch me, you know that Jesus is Jesus is God. Jesus is God's alter ego. If God hates homosexuality, why would he put himself in human form and come down here and practice it? That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Somebody explain. If God put himself in human form so he can experience the temptations that we go through and show us how we can do it, why would he come down here and do the very things that he don't want us to do? Somebody talk to me, please. I need some help. I'm just trying to show how stupid some people are. They got the devil talking to them in their mind, convincing them all kinds of things. Someone, the being that created us all, never intended for that to happen. But he's going to come down here and show us how to be. And he's going to come do that act. Just, I don't want to get flagged, y'all, on this channel. But goddamn, we're not going to be able to do the 360 if we get flagged. So, that's the, you know something? I haven't tried it. I haven't tried it, y'all. I haven't tried to see if we can do 360. Because if we can, because you know, the AdSense, take it or leave it. But I'm more concerned. Tony said hush. BD, please. But this is what I mean when I say y'all don't see the behind the scenes work that I do. So let's find something out. Hold on, we're gonna take this phone that had the show on it right now, and we're gonna stop it. Okay. And we're gonna go into the market. Wait a minute. We might already have it. Hold on. Do we got Streamlabs? Okay, we got Streamlabs on this phone. Okay, good. All right. So let's take this phone. It's on band 2. Let's go in here. Now, we're going to put on direct hotspot. Right? I don't know why I didn't do this before. We down to 1 sprite. It goes away on the 9th. But let me see something real quick. This is a 360-degree camera phone, y'all. Remember, I took the SIM card out. It's in the LG phone that's running the show right now. So let me go into it on here. Connect to another Android device. Pair phone. All right, and as y'all can see, I got them connected. Now, let's do an experiment here. Oh Lord, it's giving me all the notifications. I care about them people. Where is the market? Okay, we in the market. Streamlabs. All right. All right, y'all. We installing Streamlabs. All these notifications. How can sisters stop? Black women are gold diggers. Black men with white women are miserable. Black women something. Like, God darn. Log in with YouTube. Crap. What email is this channel? Doggone it. I got so many of them. Wait a minute, I think I know what it is. Hold on. Wait a minute. That daggone shame, ain't it? What? Oh, Lord. Hold on a sec, y'all. Go to YouTube. It should be the same. Wait a minute. That daggone shame. I got that many channels. I can't remember the daggone password. That's embarrassing. And go. And with the password, uh-oh. Hold on a second, y'all. I ain't trying to bore y'all. I knew it. Go. All right, it's logging in. Next. What did it say? Go to the editor. Hold on a sec. You are? Go to the editor to add camera or screen source. Okay, editor. That's not right. You asked me for the alert box. Go back. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, y'all. So are we live streaming? What do you mean no capture sources added? I don't understand what that means. Is that buddy mode? Okay, I got to figure out how to connect the capture source. All right, y'all. How do you stop this? Oh, you can stream. Oh, we can stream in 4K. Okay. Can we do 265? No. Okay. Video bitrate 19. Okay. Um. Come on back, man. I don't want to. Come on back. Stop. Well, do something, man. Well, turn it off then. Shoot. Close that. All right. Okay. All right, y'all. I ain't gonna hold the show up, but I just wanted to see something real quick. So I don't know if the 360 will work, but we can live stream. So I'm gonna do a test on that. I'm gonna have to do a test on that. All right. He said, I don't need to prove what's BD. We know you put a lot of man hours behind the scenes to make each BD program more exciting than the other. Well, if y'all want, we can switch to the other channel. I was just trying to get some watch time, but there really ain't no need to risk anything. Is this thing lopsided on my head? Am I holding the right hand? So this is the right hand. So do I look more ridiculous with this crown on than the other one? Uh-oh. I don't even feel like fixing it. Who cares? It's only for one night. It's only for one night. Alrighty, y'all. Alrighty, y'all. Meet me here in 5 minutes. Master King, Bro Daryl 1. Everybody go there and sub. That's our new roast channel. So see y'all at 9:20 on the roast channel.